Okay. So, today we're talking about rounding to the nearest 10, 100, 1,000, all of that. Okay? When we're talking about rounding in this type of form, okay, it's all about the position of a number within a number. Okay? Once you understand that, this will be very straightforward. So, we're going to look at what I mean by position next. Here we have 927,825,913.264. Okay? Now, marked are the positions of each of these numbers within the number I just mentioned. So 9 has a position of 100 million. Okay? 2 has a position of 10 million. 7 has the position of 1,000,000. 8 has the position of 100,000. 2 has the position of 10,000. 5 has the position of 1,000. 9 has the position of 100. 1 has the position of 10. 3 has the position of a unit. 2 has the position of a tenth. That's the first number behind the decimal point. 6 has the position of 100, which is the second number behind the decimal point. And 4 has the position of 1,000 as the third number behind the decimal point. Okay? Now, knowing these positions, okay, it's easy to round to any of these positions. So, we're going to jump into some questions straight away, and you'll see how knowing the positions works to help you round this specific number. Okay, the question says round this number here, which is the same number that we're looking at the positions for, to the nearest million. Okay, put out the number boldly. Now, the question is, where is the position of 1,000,000? The position of 1,000,000 is 7. Okay, so we bring down 7 and everything to the left of 7. So 2 and 9. Okay, now before we close out, we check the number just after 7. If it's greater than 4, we add 1. If it's less than 5, we add 0. So 8 is greater than 4, so we add 1 to 7. And the remaining numbers we convert to zeros. Now when we complete the addition, that'll be a bunch of zeros. 7 plus 1 is 8. That's 2, and that's 9. So that number, rounded to the nearest million, is 928 million. Okay? Once again, same number to the nearest 10,000. Okay? Put the number out. First things first, identify the 10,000 position, the number in the 10,000 position. So this is unit, this is 10, this is 100, this is 1,000, and 2 is in the 10,000 position. So I bring that down first, and anything to the left of 2, I bring those down as well. Now, you might wonder why I put the commas. The commas separate the transition from 100 to thousands and from thousands to million. Okay, so I put them every 3 numbers. Now, what do I do after I've picked the numbers I want? I check the number just after. If it's greater than 4, I add 1 to the previous number. If it's less than 5, I add 0 to the previous number. In this case, 5 is greater than 4, so I add 1 to the previous number, which is 2, and the remaining numbers convert to 0. Now when I complete my addition, 2 plus 1 is 3, that's 8, 7, 2, 9, so do my 3 numbers and then a comma again. So basically, rounding this number here to the nearest 10,000 is 927,830,000. Okay? And finally, this question is asking for the same number to be rounded to the nearest hundredth. Now, because of the TH behind, it's not 100, it's the second number behind the decimal point. 100 with a TH behind it is a second number behind the decimal point. So, we go through this long number again. Okay. Now, I identify the position of the 100th number, and 6 is in that position. So I bring down 6, and every number to the left of 6. So 2 is coming down, the point has to follow, 3 will come down. Now, before I close out, I check 4, the number just after. If it's greater than 4, I add 1 to the previous number. If it's less than 5, I add 0 to the previous number. So 4 is less than 5, so I add 0 to the previous number. And what do I do to the remaining number? I convert it to 0. And so, complete my addition. 0, 6, 2, 0.3, 1. Okay. Now, so that number to the nearest hundredth is 925,825,913.260. Okay? And so that's how you round to the nearest 10, 100, 1,000, whatever the case may be. Identify the number in that position first. Once you do that, everything will be straightforward. Thank you very much. You've been listening to the Math Done, and until next time.